I work all day and get half drunk at night. Waking at 4 to sunless dark, I stare. In time, the curtain edges will grow light. Till then, I see what's really always there. Unresting death, the whole day nearer now, making all thought impossible. But how? And where and when I shall myself die? Arid interrogation, yet the dread of dying and being dead. Flashes afresh to hold and horrified. The mind blinks at the glare, not remorse, the good not done, the love not hidden, time torn off unused, no wretchedly because, and only life can take so long to climb. Clear of its wrong beginnings, it may never, that at the total emptiness forever, this sure extinction that we travel to, and shall be lost in always, not to be here, not to be anywhere, and soon, nothing more terrible, nothing more true. This is a special way of being afraid, no trick to spells. Religion used to try that vast, moth-eaten musical brocade created to pretend we never die, and special stuff that says no rational being can fear a thing we will not feel, not seeing that this is what we fear, no sight, no sound, no touch or taste or smell, nothing to think with, nothing to love or link with, the anesthetic from which none come around. And so it stays just on the edge of vision, a small unfocused blur, standing chill, that slows each impulse down to indecision. Most things may never happen, this one will, and realization of it rages out in furnace fear when we are caught without people or drink. Courage is no good. It means not scaring others. Being brave lets no one off the grave. Death is no different, whined at than we stood. Slowly light strengthens and the room takes shape. It stands plain as a wardrobe at what we know, have always known that we can't escape, yet can't accept. One side will have to go. Meanwhile, telephones crouch, getting ready to ring, in locked up offices, and all the uncaring, intricate, rented world begins to rouse. The sky is as white as clay, with no sun. Work has to be done. Postmen, like doctors, go from house to house. The first thing I look at in a poem is the title, and this poem is called Aubade, and an Aubade is a poem that is recited in early morning. This may become important while analyzing the poem. The next thing I look at is the rhyming scheme, which we can see is an A, B, E, B, C, C, D, E, E, D format. A, B, B, C, C, D, E, E, D. And then it repeats in the second stanza. Now I normally start analyzing a poem for its meaning, and throughout the poem you see references to death until there's a shift in the poem, and it starts talking about light, which I see at the last stanza, where it begins with slowly light strengthens. Since we know that an Aubade is a poem recited at early morning, we can see that this poem could be a metaphor of an Aubade, where the death that is mentioned in the poem is actually the night, and the shift that occurs in the poem when you start talking about early morning is the morning reference in Aubade. Furthermore, an Aubade is often a love poem. So while we can see this poem as being from one person to another, we could also see it as a love poem between the night and day, as the night begins to disappear and morning begins. Think of it as a sort of abandoned love. And this can be, evidence can be seen in the first stanza, where the lines of the good not done, the love not given, time torn off unused, nor wretchedly because an only life can take so long to climb. Because the day and the night cannot occur during the same, and so while they may love each other, as an Aubade is, they cannot be. That would mean that the death mentioned in the poem would be of the transition of time period. That is from morning to night, seen in the lines, unresting death a whole day nearer now, making all thought impossible, but how and where and when I shall myself die. The overall theme of the poem is that while there's death in life, there's also love, and both are equally known.